Somehow I left my camera and wallet at the house. There's a 996 Carrera 4, I think. Yeah, that was dumb, but I'm at the mall right now in Escondido, bringing the MacBook in. Yep, mo problems with the MacBook. It's the keyboard, stupid butterfly keyboard Gen 1, which I love when it's working. But I have a series of keys, the V, the left option, the left shift, and now the G key, that are just sticky and they don't rebound and they feel really shitty and some of them click. So I got an Apple Store appointment here in 4 minutes. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'll let you know. We're gonna do 0.5x on the iPhone here since I don't have the camera. Anyways, Apple Store, I'm not gonna try to turn this thing around so you can see me. You know what my ugly mug looks like. I was in the Apple Store for maybe 30 minutes. I had a guy come out, really helpful, genius, and check out the place. I'll give you a little tour of the office complex. And we're gonna go back to 1X because low light's much better in 1X. Anyways, guy came out, Connor, super helpful, looked at it. Of course it was acting normally when I brought the computer in. This morning I had the V key clicking and the G was making all sorts of weird mushy feels and weird sounds. I get it in there, it's fine. He's like, well, we can't do anything to it. Well, it's working, so you're gonna have to come back when it's not working. It's just the protocol. I know we need a new awning. It just costs money. And it's not that bad, so we haven't done it. So I thought, you know, let me sit here for 10 minutes, let me type, and let's see if I can make it break. And I typed and I typed and I typed, and just about when I was ready to give up, the G key started sticking again. So I called him over, he felt it, took it in the back. He said, you got to hold it sideways and use compressed air, so whatever's in there falls out and doesn't just move to another key. That makes sense. So we did that, and now it's working. He said, if it does it again, bring it back and they'll just replace the top case, which is really expensive for them. And I kind of hope it happens because I'd like a new keyboard that isn't shiny, even though it'll be shiny again in a few weeks. So that's what's happening at the shop. I have a pending order kind of for all of this stuff. This is a battery piece of foam that goes on top of the battery. Front cup holders that work. I haven't gotten a pair of front cup holders that don't work. The new style gas cap with the blue ring. These are actually HVAC mounting boxes to the chassis, but they can be used as oil filter housing brackets or mounting brackets as well. There's a couple other parts in the order that are not here. I forget what they are. I will have to look them up later. So that's what happened today. I got a guy coming down to the house tonight, actually up to the house tonight. It's quicker than coming to the shop, to buy 8 fuel injectors, which are in that white thing, and a shifter, stock E39M5 shifter, which I'm really happy to get rid of because I have all of them still. I have 4. I guess now I have 3 over here with my shifter carriers and fuel level senders. Yep, still got 3 of them. In other news, we tried to fix the lights in here, or the one bad light in here, on Sunday. We took the covers down. It has bulbs in it now. I changed out the ballast like 3 times. One, I don't know shit about these type of lights. They're fluorescents of some sorts, but they've got these big ass ballasts in there that are wired in, and then wire nuts, and I don't know if these bulbs, I guess they are polarity sensitive, but I've tried them every which way and I can't get this thing to fire. See, it's kind of flickering. I don't know if I'm gonna have to call an electrician or figure out a way to test these ballasts better. Whatever. And a cool view from up here. So I'm gonna stop blabbing. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna talk to Kenan tonight. I'm gonna make dinner of some sorts, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Blue bus update for you insiders. So as I sit here at the shop, ready to head out, we're gonna take a look at the latest update I just installed. There's been some changes to the UI here. So normal playing mode for me looks like this. Driving down the road, I either have this up, listening or showing the metadata from the music or podcast I'm listening to, or I have my traditional maps open to something like that. Depends what I'm doing. If I know the roads I'm on, I usually don't use the maps, but I don't know, it's 50-50. Anyways, back to Blue Bus. We hit that button to get back over there. To invoke the settings, we press the right button. This all looks the same still. Dashboard is where we just were. Select device would be where you would go to clear your pairings, turn pairings on or off, or connect between different devices. We'll go back again. Now what's different is settings. Before, settings went into one menu and every setting was in there. As the product has grown, functionality and customizations have grown, there needed to be a more organized way of displaying the settings. So go into settings now, and it's categorized: audio, calling, comfort, and UI, user interface. We go to audio, we have autoplay, we have a volume adjustment, and then your DSP setting between analog and digital. You used to have to do that in terminal via code. Now it's right here in the UI. We can look at calling. We can turn on or off calling. That's what hands-free means. We have a mic bias, we have mic gain that can be adjusted, and then TCU mode, which would allow you to answer calls if you're in a different input. If you're in Sirius XM or tape or FM or AM, you can still answer calls and talk through the car, just like you had a factory TCU or telephone control unit. Inside comfort, this is where we select what kind of a car it is. For the turn signal blinks, it's between 1 and 8 now. We can stop anywhere. So if we wanted to go 6 times, we select 6, flick the turn signal, I'm not holding it anymore, and it'll go 6 times. I just like 5. So I'll run it back over to 5. And then auto locks, my LCM already does that. But I think this would be, actually we could find out if that works. I don't think that works yet. Maybe it does. If we turn auto locks on and then turn off the key, no, that doesn't work yet. I thought it was supposed to unlock the doors like an E60 would. Then also now when it's connected, we get a green LED up there, and that'll turn red if the Bluetooth connection isn't there, which is cool. And then it's added the telephone option here to the screen. This doesn't work yet. The menu's here, but it's not connected up yet, but that'll go so we can make calls just like it's 2003 again. It is 10:20 and I just finished my workday. Yeah, that was a long one. So I just had a customer come by. I've been talking to him for a couple of days about fuel injectors. He wanted a couple. I made him a deal on a set of 8, so he came by and picked those up from Mira Mesa. Turns out he's owned a couple of E39 M5s, several with 200,000 plus miles and a couple with like sub 100,000 miles. So I don't know exactly what he owned right now, but nice guy. We've been talking out here for a little bit until we got cold, and he's on his way home now. So today was Tuesday. Last week was weird because it was some President's Day, I think, on Monday, and Nate was here, and I kind of took the day off and we went to the yard. But today did feel like a Tuesday again. There was going to be a Lakers-Clippers game tonight. I think I already told you they postponed that due to the recent events in the NBA. So I talked to Kenan tonight inside. I made a grilled cheese and broccoli and carrots for dinner and some lemonade, and then we watched more Jack Ryan. But today was productive. I cleaned up those injectors and made a couple other small sales and packed some stuff and didn't ship anything today, but that should happen tomorrow. And backed up my Mac upstairs. That was about 50 days in the making since I had made a backup on that. It took me 2 days to back up 280 gigs, and then the last couple days we had a 10 gig backup to do. I already talked about the Apple Store today, and I already filmed some stuff. Where else did I film stuff? Around the shop. So I'm just going to end it here. I will talk to you guys tomorrow on Hump Day Wednesday. Good night.